Good morning, this is Sheila from Cardstock Creations and Mini Albums, and today I'm going to show you page 4 in my 4th of July mini album. And let's see, I'm going to move this over. So this is the page we're going to be working on today. There's two little flaps this way, and then there's one this way, and there's two pockets on the back page. Alright, so let's get started. Put this aside. And I just want to mention again that instead of using the black paper, I'm actually using white because a couple of my videos didn't work out and I don't want to keep wasting my good black paper. So the only piece of black paper I'm going to use is the base page. That's it. Everything else is white, and I'm only using scrap paper to decorate. So if it doesn't match as well as it usually should, that's the reason behind it. Okay. Let's put this aside. So let me see, that's the back page. Just want to make sure I'm doing this right. So many parts to this one. I think that belongs there. Okay, this is a flap. I just want to make sure I have this part. Okay, so we're gonna start with the flap on your left. It's gonna be my right, but we'll lay down that flap, and it measures, the flap measures 5.5 by 3.5, well, 5 1/4 by 3 1/4, sorry. And I'm just going to attach it right there. So trim the corners a little. So you attach it to your left. Just like so. And then we'll do the other side, and that measures 9 by 5 1/4 with a 1/4 inch fold. Now we're going to attach that to the page. I'm just going to turn that around so I can see better. Okay. So on this there is a magnet, so let's lay that down before we forget. Because I'm working with white paper, I'm just going to put a little ink on the back of black. That way I know where to place the other magnet. And as before, I always attach it to the other magnet just to make sure I'm going to lay it down the right way because you don't want it to repel the other magnet. I don't know why my tape looks awfully dirty. Sorry about that. Alright, so that's that. Alright, so now there's one more flap. Which would be, let me turn this around, it would be at the top of the page, of the base page. And that measures 8 5/8 by 5 3/4 inches. Turn this around. Try to line that up best you can. Now, as you notice, this page isn't going right to the crease, because if you do, you're going to have trouble folding your pages over. So always make sure with your flap that you don't go right to the score line, because then you're going to have a problem. So that would fold over, and there you go. So before we go any further, I'm going to put my decorative paper on. You can finish the whole thing before you choose to put your decorative paper, but I'm just going to do mine now. So I try to keep steps separate, so I try not to forget anything, or I don't want to go back and wonder which papers go where. So before I start with the back pockets, I just wanted to finish these flaps. Even though I'm using my scraps papers, I'm trying to match up a little bit. But I don't want to waste more paper if something's not going to work out. So for now on, I'm going to just use my scraps. Until I guarantee myself that the camera's not going to mess up. But can you even guarantee that? Probably not. This one goes back here. And for laying down these big pieces of decorative paper, I probably would be using my glider tape, but like I said, I'm not going to waste anything. I'd rather waste glue than glider tape, because glue's a lot cheaper. Okay, so that's them. Let's do this flap. I'm actually getting 2 videos in this morning. Sometimes I can only do one, but I kind of caught up on all my other projects at the moment. have time to do a couple videos. I know I should actually concentrate on doing one thing at a time, but that's not me. I always have several different things going. And I keep it all on track by writing on a calendar, in a notebook, what I have to do. And then when I'm finished with that, I just cross it out. And that's how I stay on top of the things that need to be done. Alright, so that's all the decorative paper. I know it doesn't really match. Well, I guess it does a little bit, but not a lot. Anyways, now on the back page, there's 2 pockets. So there's one big one first, and let me see what I do with my ruler. And this one's gonna be 3.5 inches wide. Okay, trim sides. That down. You know, everybody's air conditioners have probably been running. I don't know when we'll see relief. The heat and humidity has really been dangerous. You can't really spend too much time outside unless you run the risk of getting overheated. So and again, make sure your pockets don't go right up to your score lines on the flaps, because then they're not going to close very well. Okay, so now this pocket is 1 inch and a little over 3/4 wide. Oops, I folded it backwards. Alright, and this is going to go like so at the bottom. So let's trim the corners on that. Glue that down. Alright, so now ready to decorate. So let's see, this goes here. I enjoy doing these tutorials and making a book. That way I can save the book for future reference also. Excuse me. My allergies, I don't know what's in the air, but lately they've been bad. Put that on the back pocket. I don't know what it could be. I usually have allergies at the beginning of spring, but not in the summertime. So I don't know what's around here. This is my first year living in North Carolina, so I don't know what's around here that's aggravating my allergies. Excuse me. Alright, you know, I think I forgot to cut a piece of paper for back here. So I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want this video to run over, but you attach another piece of paper back there. Alright, so in the big pocket there's a big tag. Let's attach that. Seems like I always forget something, but it's only a minor thing. Alright, so that goes there. And then in the front, there's two smaller tags, photo mats, whichever you want to call them. You can make one big one if you like. I just chose to make two small ones. I'm really starting to love these mini albums. I mean, you can do so much with them. Alright. Oops. Moved up on me. Alright, so here's the tags. So then it closes that way. Now it's ready to attach and for you to add your embellishments. Alright, let me grab the book. So this will be the 4th page. So you can attach it with glue, tape, whichever. For right now I'm just going to use glue. Oh, excuse me. Make sure you put enough glue and tape because you don't want it to come off in someone's hand if you give it away or if you even sell it to someone. Okay, then lay it down. Alright, that looks good. And then just press it down. Alright, so that's page 4. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And I hope you enjoyed that video and you have a good day. Goodbye till next time.